Task number 3, who is? In the previous task, we covered how a domain name is resolved into an IP address. However, for this to happen, someone needs to have the authority to set the A, quad A, and MX record among other DNS records for the domain. Whoever registers the domain name is granted this power. Therefore, if you register example.com, you can set any valid DNS record for example.com. So what it tried to say here is the fact that if you buy a domain, you can set it up, and only you can set it up as you want. If you register any available domain name for 1 or more years, you need to pay the annual fee, and you are required to provide accurate contact information as the registrant. This information is part of the data available via WHOIS records and is available publicly. Although written in uppercase, WHOIS is not an acronym, it is pronounced WHOIS. However, don't worry if you want to register a domain without revealing your contact information publicly. You can use one of the privacy services that hide all your information from the WHOIS records. You can look up the WHOIS records for any registered domain name using one of the online services or via the command line tool WHOIS, available on Linux systems, among others. As expected, the WHOIS record provides information about the entity that registered a domain name, including name, phone number, email, and address. In the screenshot shown below, you can see when the record was first created and when it was last updated. Moreover, you can find the registrant's name, address, phone, and email. So in other words, using the WHOIS website or WHOIS command line tool, you can find out if you buy a domain and you just set it up, you will basically see the information here. If you search it for your website, if you bought example.com, for example, and use WHOIS on example.com, you will see information here. In the terminal output below, we have used the WHOIS command to look up a domain whose WHOIS record is protected by privacy protection. So you can see just from the get-go, you can see how much information you find here, and then you can see how little information you find here. Obviously, it is just, let's say, shortened, but you can use it for yourself or just compare these two and see the privacy on and then privacy off feature of WHOIS. Answer the questions below. When was the x.com record created? Provide the answer in year, month, date format. So if we go over here and say here, WHOIS, and then let's see this one. We'll use who.is, and here we'll say x, consent with everything. Enter a domain name or an IP address. All right, we'll say x.com. Search. Right, so IPv4, and they ask for, let's grab this. What is a record created? All right. Creation date, important dates created 4219993, but it's 1993. Format will autocomplete now. 02 and the date is 01. No, it's month 4 and day 02. When was the twitter.com created? Provided the twitter.com. Let's go here and in this line say WHOIS twitter.com. All right. Creation date. There you go. 21 day month in January, and then 2000 January and 21st date.